There is a tiny human in the room, staring at you. They cannot talk, they cannot walk, they cannot even hold their own head up, but they are watching you with an intensity no adult ever will. And what they think about you, science is only now beginning to understand. You assume babies are blank slates. Simple, passive, just eating and sleeping, until they grow into a real person. That assumption is completely wrong. Babies are not waiting to become thinkers. They already are. They are running calculations on you, right now, deciding things, drawing conclusions about who you are and whether you can be trusted. Karen Wynn at Yale University ran one of the most unsettling experiments in modern science. She showed 6-month-old babies a puppet show. A round shape was trying to climb a hill. One shape pushed it up to help. Another shoved it back down. Then she placed both shapes in front of the babies, and the one who pushed back, the babies reached for the helper. Almost every single time. They were 6 months old. They had not spoken a single word. They already understood kindness, and they already preferred it. You were doing this before you could even say the word good. You already knew what it meant. But babies do not just evaluate strangers. They are evaluating you, specifically, constantly. They are watching your face. Your face is their entire weather forecast. Safe or dangerous, warm, cold, predictable or chaotic. When you smile, their nervous system relaxes. When you look away suddenly, their heart rate spikes. This is called social referencing. A loud noise happens. The baby looks at you. You look calm. They calm down. You look scared. They panic. Your face is their manual for reality. Psychologist James Source ran the visual cliff experiment in the 1980s. Researchers placed babies at the edge of what looked like a steep drop. It was actually glass, completely safe. On the other side, an interesting toy. The babies crawled to the edge. They hesitated. Then they looked back at their mothers. Mothers showed fear. The baby did not cross. Not a single one. Mothers smiled and encouraged them. Most babies crossed without hesitation. They were not reading the floor. They were reading your face. Before they can reason about physical danger, they are already outsourcing their judgment to you, trusting your emotional read more than their own senses. That is not weakness, that is sophistication. The world is complicated. Is this plant safe to eat? Is this stranger friendly? Is this experience worth being afraid of? Evolution gave babies a simple shortcut. Trust the person who loves you. Read their face. Copy their reaction. It is one of the most elegant systems in all of human development. Every expression you make around an infant is a lesson they are recording. But babies are not just absorbing your emotions, they are actively testing you. Edward Tronick created the still face experiment. A parent sits across from their baby, smiling, cooing, responding. The baby lights up, laughing, reaching out. Then the parent goes completely still. Blank face, no reaction, no expression at all. Within seconds, the baby notices. The baby smiles wider, hoping for a reaction. Points, babbles louder, tries different angles. Nothing works. Something breaks. The baby looks away, slumps, begins to cry. Within 2 minutes of a parent going blank, the baby shows signs that look almost exactly like grief. They were not just enjoying your company. They were depending on your responsiveness as proof that the world is real and consistent and safe. You never remember this, but you lived through it. Alan Shore, a neuroscientist at UCLA, studied how early emotional exchanges shape the developing brain. The right hemisphere of an infant's brain, the part that handles emotion, stress, and self-regulation, is built almost entirely through interactions with caregivers. A parent sees a baby's distress. They respond to it. They are teaching the brain's alarm system how to calm down. A parent looks away, distracted, unavailable. The baby's nervous system stays activated just a little longer than it should. Thousands of repetitions. Those patterns become the architecture of the adult you. So babies are not just watching you. They are being built by you. But here's the part that will genuinely surprise you. Babies are not fooled by niceness alone. Felix Warneken at Harvard ran experiments with 14-month-old babies. A person who is genuinely helpful. A person who only helps when it benefits them. Babies as young as 14 months could tell the difference. They track intention. They notice motivation. They see through performance. They cannot tie their shoes. And they are already reading your character. Babies also track social hierarchies. They notice who defers to whom. They pay more attention to the person in the room with more power, mapping the social world, before they know a single word for any of it. Alison Gopnik, one of the world's leading experts on baby cognition, made a brilliant comparison. Adults are like flashlights. Focused, narrow, pointed at one thing. Babies are like lanterns, illuminating everything equally, absorbing the entire environment at once, running experiments on everyone and everything around them. They are not learning slower than you. They are learning in a way adults are no longer capable of, and what they are learning, more than anything else, is you, your patterns, your moods, your reliability, your warmth, your inconsistency, your love. They are building a model of who you are that will quietly influence how they relate to every person they ever meet for the rest of their lives. John Bowlby called this the internal working model, the template for relationships built from the earliest bonds, carried largely unconsciously through childhood and adulthood. The infant who learns that care is reliable builds a nervous system that expects the world to be manageable, that relationships can be trusted, that distress can be soothed. The infant who learns that care is unpredictable builds a different architecture, one that stays on alert, that finds closeness threatening, that learned not to reach because reaching did not work. Neither of those infants remembers learning any of it. So when you look at a baby and think, they have no idea what is going on, you are exactly wrong. They know whether your smile reaches your eyes or stops at your mouth. They know whether your voice says one thing while your body says another. They know whether you come back. They know whether you see them. The silent, wordless assessment they are running on you right now is the most sophisticated social evaluation any creature on Earth has ever performed. You were once that baby. You ran those same calculations. And everything you concluded then, whether love is safe, whether people can be trusted, whether the world holds space for you, you are still living inside those conclusions now. Hey, if you made it this far, thank you, genuinely. If something's on your mind, or you've got a question, or you just want to say something to me, drop it in the comments. I promise, I read every single one. Your thoughts, your ideas, even your criticism actually matter to me. See you in the next video. Take care of yourself.